Hey guys, so this is the assignment that I want you to do in regards to adding SVG and Canvas elements to your Hocking College Bookstore webpage. So we already discussed and we already know I'm not a designer. I suck at that, but I got some really great ones in y'all. And then for those who think that that's not their strongest point either, invest more time than what I'm doing right now to come up with something really cool. Okay. Anyways, so I already made a video discussing how I did these, so I'm not going to recap on that, but I want to show you what I did here and what the requirements are for the actual assignment. And then I'll make another video on how to submit the assignment because we're going to try something different. I'm wanting to slowly start getting you guys acclimated to AWS, just get some experience with it. And okay, so we already went over this. You guys already know how to do that. There was already a video on that. So this is what I decided to do for my Canvas elements. I was originally thinking something like I would do circle borders across, but then I kind of can change my mind. I said I want to do a gradient rectangle, so I kind of went with that. And then this was originally just a duplicate along underneath it, but I was like, no, I want to make it up and down vertical. So that was my thought process. But you've already gone over Canvas, and the two Canvas elements that I used were a circle, draw a circle, and the name of my canvas, you can continue to use my canvas. It's just what we did before. That's fine. I just named it circle borders because, like I said, my original thought was I'm just going to make borders with circles, and then I changed my mind. But so as you remember from the canvas as lesson, then you have to have a canvas ID of circle borders. You have to give it a width, and you got to give it a height, and then you can give it a border if you want. I didn't. You know, put whatever styling you want on it. And so here was my circle, my little tiny circle that you see right there. Now, what this took me, I had to look it up. I had to look at this stuff whenever I was making it. I'm not good at this stuff. The only time I really use it is when I have to teach it. And so, but you'll look, I'm sure, hopefully, this is an X, I think if I remember correctly, this is X coordinate in regards to the canvas that we have up here. This is the Y coordinate. This is the radius. This is something else, and this is something else. The ones I messed with, because I literally, what I did whenever I put that in there, is I went to drawing, I created my canvas, and then I went to drawing. Nope. And then I copy this. All I did was copy that, and then I made changes to these numbers. So Control C, Control V, name it circle borders again because that's where my canvas name is. Borders. Save it. Let's see what it looks like now. What am I on? Am I on the right thing? Which web page am I on? Should be on this one. There we go. There's my circle. So what I did, it's right next to it. What I did was change the. What I did originally was change this number, and this is just me playing with it, trying to figure out what number change does what. And so I changed it from whatever it was, I don't remember now, to 25. And then you can see it moves it over because my x-axis changed a little bit, but it's kind of cut off. And the reason for that is because my radius is 40. So it needs to at least be 40 if I'm thinking right, because that's how far, it goes from the middle of the circle to, so still got a little bit of cut off. So, and this is just literally playing with it. And if you know math and math is your jam, then this might be easier for you. If you're like us mere mortals who don't like math, then this might be like you see me playing with it to try to figure out what kind of things I want to do. But if I want to make this circle smaller, I can change the radius. Say I want to make it, I don't know, 10. It makes a smaller circle. It's behind the gradient, but you can see it's smaller. If I want to make it bigger, and this is actually a lot of fun once you get into it, if you like this stuff, just kind of seeing what does what. You can see part of my circle because it kind of goes beyond. My radius is going beyond where you can see. So if I change this number to 445, from 45 to 450, it moves it over. So now I need to make it taller. And let's make this, shoot, what'd I do? Shoot. I have a glare on my screen from where I'm at, so just bear with me here. Make that 250. And it went away. So how big was my canvas? Was my canvas big enough? No, my canvas was only 130 on the height, so let's make that 330 on the height. Okay, so now it's down here. So let's make that 150. Okay, it's moving up. Let's make this 75. Not 750, 75. Moving up, but went up too much. So let's make this 100. Did I already try 100? There we go. So it goes down past here, but you get the idea. You can play with it. And so that's how I did the circle. And so that's the circle. And here's the gradient. So again, it was circle borders because that's the name of the canvas. And I copied and pasted the stuff from here. And this goes again, the XY, where the coordinates lie. And I copied and pasted from this one probably. And then what I did, so let's go ahead and copy and paste it. Maybe, there we go. Yeah, I'm not going to be sending you a file for this. What you're going to do is you're going to be creating your own, adding to your own file because everybody's already been working on something. Okay, so I just, like I said, copy and paste that. Circle, I'm just going to keep even though my idea changed, I'm just going to keep the name, circle borders. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. There we go. And then it has the default rectangle, which you can see I borrowed from this. So then what I did was XY coordinate. I adjusted those as I needed. I was going to leave the XY alone. I'm just going to make it, so this is, I can't remember now. It took me a little try to figure out which one was height and width. So let's say this is 50. I think that's width. And this is height, maybe. So it should be, yeah, I was right. So it gets taller and squished. So now I want to play with the X coordinate, which goes horizontal, side to side. I'm going to move that over to maybe 40. And it goes over. So you can see how you can play with this. So I just did the gradients and the circle. What's this? What do I have in here still? Okay, I already did that. Gave that to you. So part 1 of assignment is add one, okay, add SVG elements. You can do this, the triangles here. If you got some great idea, you go on doing your great idea, and you just tell me what your great idea is when you submit the assignment, so I know what to look for. You know, it's important for you guys to be creative. I don't want you guys to feel confined in what I'm telling you to do, because I'm not creative. So for me to try to teach you how to be creative, it's like me trying to hear for you. It's not going to work out well. I always laugh when people ask me, "Did you hear what he said?" I'm like, "Seriously? You really think I'm the one to ask that?" But anyways, but if some of you guys are really creative, and that's great. Be creative. You don't have to mimic what I'm doing. Um, but add SVG elements at least 4, and that can be just 1, 2, 3, 4. If you like the triangles, and if that's legitimately like what you like, do that, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. The part 2 of assignment is add 2 canvas elements. And I like this as a resource to copy and paste from. You guys may have other resources that you might like. Go ahead, use whatever resources you like. And tell me what you did so I can know what you did. And that's pretty much it. The submission of the assignment. I want you to guys, like I said earlier, use AWS. I'll make a separate video for that. But it's not going to be worth any points because I know that requires internet connectivity, and that's kind of hit and miss for a lot. But those are the 2 parts of this particular assignment right now. And so that's it. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.